Have you ever wondered, why do bubbles pop? Today we are learning all about bubbles with my Unpoppable Bubble experiment. Hi everyone, I'm Emily Calandrelli, MIT engineer and host of Emily's Wonder Lab, and on my channel we learn about all things space and science. So grab your bubble wand because we're about to defy physics.
Emily's Science Lab, stay curious and keep exploring. Emily's Science Lab, stay curious and keep exploring.
Bubbles can pop in a few different ways. You can poke them, or you can just leave them alone and eventually they will pop on their own. But what's happening here? Well, a soap bubble is actually a soap sandwich with 3 different layers. One of soap, one of water, and then another one of soap. And that inside layer of water will begin to evaporate. And once that happens, it creates a weak point in your bubble and it will pop on its own. This is why bubbles won't last as long on a hot day. We are now going to use what we know about why bubbles pop to make an unpoppable bubble, or mostly unpoppable bubble. Here's what you need. 1 cup of distilled water, 2 tablespoons of vegetable glycerin, 2 tablespoons of dish soap, a container to store it and mix it all in, a spoon to help you mix, really thin gloves. You're going to need to experiment with what gloves you have at home. These are really stretchy and thin. I got them in a furniture delivery, so you'll have to experiment with what you have, but I've also used some like winter mittens that have worked really well, so just use what you have. And finally, you need a bubble wand. So now we are going to make our solution. So go ahead and take 1 cup of distilled water, and we're going to put it in our container. Now 2 tablespoons of vegetable glycerin, 1, 2 tablespoons of dish soap, 1, 2. And now very gently stir your solution. We don't want to create a lot of bubbles right now, so just do this right until it mixes, just like this. And now we are going to set our solution in the fridge for at least an hour. You want your solution to be good and cold, and we will learn why in a second. All right, our solution is cold, and we can go ahead and try it out. So go ahead and put on one of your gloves, just like that, and you want to gently stir your solution just in case any of those ingredients settle to the bottom. And once it's good and mixed, take out your bubble wand and blow some bubbles. Whoop. Look at that! This is our unpoppable bubble. Look how cool that is. Whoa. Whoa. That's amazing. Oh, it's mostly unpoppable. It doesn't last forever. So how did we create this? Why did we add all of these different ingredients? So let's go one by one. There are 3 things that we did. 1, we added purified water. Why did we do that? Well, tap water has a bunch of minerals in it, which makes our bubble a little bit unpredictable, making it easier to likely pop. And so purified water just allows us to control that variable a little bit better. I mean, look, I've bounced this like so many times. Look how cool this is. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's see if I can just hold it. Look at that, like rolling it around my hand. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come here. Look at this. Are you kidding me? This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoop. Whoop. Wow. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Can I squeeze it? Ooh, no, I can't. So the second thing that we did was add glycerin. Why did we add glycerin? Well, glycerin is something known as hygroscopic. That means it has the ability to absorb or hold on to moisture in the air. This is why we add glycerin to things like body lotion, because it holds on to moisture in your skin. We also add glycerin to toothpaste to prevent the toothpaste from drying out in the tube. We added it to our bubble to allow the bubble to hold on to that water as long as humanly possible. You'll notice everything we do is to prevent the water from evaporating, right? And so the third thing that we did was we put our solution in the fridge, right? We got it cold. because, again, we are trying to prevent the water from evaporating, and cold water will evaporate slower than warm water. Whoop. If you're having a hard time, make sure that your solution is properly mixed, really scoop up the bottom of it, and then try different gloves, because it could just be your gloves that are making it pop. We're using gloves because we're preventing any oil or dirt on our hands from popping the bubble prematurely. Oh, that's a big one. Oh my gosh, whoa. Whoa! So we use purified water to remove any minerals. We use glycerin to hold on to the moisture in the bubble, and we made our solution cold to slow down the evaporation process. Thanks for making unpoppable bubbles with me. If you like this one, be sure to check out my best-selling Stay Curious and Keep Exploring book series for 99 more science experiments. I'm Emily Calandrelli. Subscribe for all things science and space. And remember, stay curious and keep exploring. I'll see you next time.
Emily's Science Lab.